Yes, so last week, as you can remember, um, we couldn't find a solid project for you. So this week, we extensively searched on Kaggle.com and UCI. So we have found some um, ideas for machine learning. One of them is lung and colon cancer histopathological images. In this one, there are 25,000 images of 5 classes, but in this one, we realized that there are 5,000 lung, there are 15,000 lung images. So the ones with lung dot um, lung n, these are normal ones, and the
Okay.
rest are cancer ones. I mean,
Okay, so
cancerous.
we have three classes, right?
Yes, there are
A
three
healthy
classes.
one, a healthy one, and two disease one.
Yes, exactly. So in this one, we thought that we could make an application or web application on which, for example, doctors or patients can upload their um, lung
But
cancer images, or
what about these images? These images are taken by what?
these are microscopic.
Microscope. So do you think that anyone can access it is blood and it is
No, so in order for a person to upload their images, I think they should apply to a hospital department.
uh, we need
Yes,
a lab, right?
yes,
We need
yes.
to go to lab.
Maybe patients cannot upload it, but this can be a utility for doctors.
Probably. But
Yes,
as I just suggested for the other groups, please think about your application scenario. So
yeah,
what would be your application case scenario, So in the
yeah,
design of the project, you have the data set, good.
yeah,
Now you have multi-class classification. It's okay for machine learning.
yeah,
But as a capstone project, you
mhm,
need to tell the scenario. How
yeah,
can a user can use your model? So you would say that, okay, we can deploy on a mobile smartphone or something, mobile device, and then
yeah,
the user can try to classify these
yeah,
images, right? Microscopic images, but it's not a strong one, and it is not so convincing people that that would work. Huh?
yeah. In case you wouldn't accept this, we
No, I
have,
wouldn't. I wouldn't reject, but
yeah,
I just try to clarify. Assume
mhm,
that we are at the last week. Now you
yes,
prepare your poster, and
yeah,
some reviews arrive at your site,
yeah,
and what they would see as a result. Only the number of classifications, success, right?
yes, yes.
So think about like that. Okay, so what is the point in the project? Only accuracy?
Um, well, this can be used for decision, some kind of decision support system. I mean, for
Could be.
example, the doctor can be supervising the application,
Sure.
and for example, the computer says this is these have spatial names. My mom,
HCC, for example. Okay.
yes, this one is, for example, adenocarcinoma. I asked my mom, who is a retired nurse. She said this was cancerous. So,
Okay.
for example, if a system says adenocarcinoma, then it would probably make doctor's job easier. For example,
Yes, you are right. You are right.
because as you know, computer will already memorize 15,000 images, maybe let's say 14,000, because we need 1,000 for testing and validation. The doctor can work less, I mean. In fact, machine learning is mostly used for um, ease of access and ease of our jobs and stuff.
You are
That's,
right.
yes,
No, I didn't say it's not. a good idea. I didn't say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I respect the data set. I respect your ideas. But what I'm suggesting that please think in a popular way. So how can you use a regular guy? Actually, it's not, but it's a specialized application.
Yes.
And you can suggest to use in a hospital, in a lab, so
Yes.
that maybe it's a second idea for an expert. So expert decides something and these decide something and you can compare with the decisions.
Yeah.
Okay, if you are sure to continue with that. By the
Yes.
way, in the code section, there are 56 codes, right? Sample codes.
Yes, 56.
Could you please click this tab? So did you check the accuracy is 92 and another if you go down? Okay, so there are many of solutions. So what would be your contribution then? So
most of the solutions are not complicated. In our solution, we are planning to go to the end, and in the end, we are planning to deploy it in an application. It could be mobile or desktop, and the end user can be anyone from the laboratory or hospital. That's our plan.
But you know, this kind of models already applicable because in the test you provide sample images,
Yes.
and in real life you can use easily. So you need to think about it a little bit more, okay? In a user scenario, in a lab, how can a user can use? Maybe as you suggest, not a mobile phone because it's not ideal in a lab environment.
Exactly.
You can think of a PC, for example, or laptop. You can implement a maybe desktop application. Maybe someone drag and drops, or maybe someone use a open directory, load images, kind of things, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Any other ideas from your team? Is there anybody?
Furkan, Aleyna,
hocam,
do you have any
evet.
ideas?
Okay, Furkan.
Hocam, ben de mi İngilizce anlatayım?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I found a data set containing 24 correct and fake signatures.
So you are suggesting another data set now? Another topic?
Önder bir açabilir misin hocam o siteyi?
Could you please, yes.
55 people on a university website. I found a data set. I think we will try to verify of the signatures on a document.
I remember you sent me email about it, I believe, right?
Yeah. And through a program we will make on the web interface.
So what is the goal of it? I didn't understand.
I remember what the goal about this one is. Furkan told me this one last week. He says that this can be used at schools. For in Atılım University, the teachers collect our signatures in class for attendance. He says if we can develop a machine learning model and an application, teachers can define which which students didn't come and have their signatures.
I understand. You need to validate the owner of the signature, right?
Yes.
Okay, I understand. But let me ask some questions, very simple questions that I tried to explain during these last 2 weeks. Do you have a brilliant idea? You want to validate the signatures in the attendance list. Okay, it's good. But my question is, how many samples do you have in the data set?
In this one, wait, I need to see. 1,320 testing ones and 1,320 original ones.
So 1,000?
320.
Okay. Do you think that 1K is enough?
No.
to
I don't
develop
think so.
a system like that?
Of course not.
Of course not. So what I am suggesting that this data set is not basic enough for you.
Yes.
It's not enough.
Um,
So if you begin with this, for example, what would be the usage scenario, use case? So where are you gonna use this in your capstone project after training this model?
For example, as I mentioned before, it can be used at Atılım University for.
Okay, then, for example, I am one of the students in my
Yes.
class. Okay.
Yes,
I
exactly.
sign it, but tomorrow my friend is signing. Do you think that how the teacher can use this, your program or your
Teacher can scan the paper every time,
okay,
maybe.
but how can you get the same row with the name and compare the other day's signature? Do you understand my
Yes.
real question? In practice,
Yes.
you need to do a lot of things to apply this model on the attendance list.
Okay.
Do you please visualize the attendance list? Each week there is a signature as you suggested.
Yes.
So you need to copy, paste, or copy cut, right?
Yes. Yes.
Put this. Please think about this, okay? So assume that you have a beautiful model. 95% is recognizing the validation, but how can you use in a scenario?
Yeah, I
So
understand.
for example, this is the original, or this is valid or not? It is just fake.
Um,
The left
I
hand,
think
right hand.
I think this one is fake. This one's original.
So you need to compare with the original. So you have to many images from the same owner, a little bit
Yes.
different signatures, and then you have also need some fake.
Yes, that is what the folders include. 55 people and 24 signatures from each.
So what I am suggesting that 55 original people's signature is not enough for a project like that. So as I suggest before, begin with a data set. The idea is good, but the data set, I believe, is not enough.
Okay.
I believe. But you want to spend 2-3 weeks, at the end you can come and say that in reality it doesn't work. You might say that in practice it doesn't work. So what we are gonna do? Either you need to collect more data or search the more data in the internet, then come up with the application idea or project idea. Okay?
Yes.
Think about this. Another?
Yeah, there's also another one, but it has so many codes, so I think it's gonna fail. And the last one is about brain tumor. This one also includes images, non-tumor ones. This one is from in Turkish it's hypophyse bezi, and the rest are also I mean
some kind of
yes disease, these are not benign tumors. This one, no tumor one is good.
Okay, but, I understand.
Yes.
Because there are some good tumors, let me say, there are bad tumors. Okay, these are normal. Okay.
In this one, the person who uploaded them divided all the files like these. Okay. Yes, train and testing. So there are 1,321 for this class and 1,339 for this one.
But 300, okay, in training, almost 1K, 2K.
Let's say
300.
Yes.
In real life or in the end of your project, how can you use this model?
Again, the same one as lung cancer one, because
so think about it. Yes. Okay, Önder. Do you understand, Önder, Furkan, my point?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so think about this. All right. How can you, in the end of 14 weeks,
yes,
you say that we only have these classification with 300 test files and our accuracy is 95. So what's the point?
Yeah.
So what? Do you understand? So
Yes,
it
yes.
would not be a good senior project. It could be a machine learning project to try your understanding of machine learning. I respect it. But what I am saying, it's not a good capstone project because there is no selling point. Okay, so that's my point. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I do.
In the end, you have only one thing. Okay, 95%, and there are many code notebooks they provide you. So, what will be your contribution? Think about that. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So spend a couple of days more. So
Yes.
if you have better ideas, please drop by my office. Okay, directly.
Okay. We will.
Directly, just come by me. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.